Dun 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 dun. It looks like we're in another sticky situation. Huh? A trap. Can you smell it? But for us to find out more, we're gonna have to charge in head first, right? I'm so lost. What? What's happening? Shit, I don't remember. After the award ceremony, I went by myself to Matt's room. The defendant room, why did you go there? Well, I'm his mentor, like a big brother. I want to say congrats. What is wrong? Why'd you stop, Mr. Wright? What? You're going to try to trick me into a corner, aren't you? How do you know? Yeah, I am. I know I'm just a poor underpaid action star, but I'm not the killer. No one said you were. Can I turn it down? Yeah. Don't trick me. Every time you do your lawyer thing, the witness suddenly turns into the bad guy. Every time we touch, I get this feeling. And every time we kiss, I swear I could fly. Can't you feel your heartbeat now? I want this to last. I need you by my side. 'Cause every time we kiss, I swear I can fly. Every time we touch. I'm supposed to pay attention. I'm gonna look for contradictions. He wasn't wearing the mask. Okay. Every time we tits. If that's the case, it can't be mistaken. What was the defendant doing standing in front of his own room? He was talking with someone. I thought it was the bellboy. I watched the two of them for a while and I gave up. I don't think there's contradictions. He was talking to the bellboy. By the bellboy, I mean the assassin. What was that? Why did I think that? Because you saw his face. I can't remember right now. Yeah, well, I think we have to press everything. You saw the two of them, the bellboy and the defendant together, right? Yeah, the bellboy just wanted to say congrats. You don't know that. While you were watching the two of them, did you notice anything strange? You know, I did feel something weird. I think it was because Matt, well, he gave the bellboy a tip. A tip. Why is that weird? They didn't talk for more than a minute. Oh. I put my lawyer hat on. Who are these guests you're talking about? You guys, of course. You and my little Pearl. I thought it'd be really rude since I invited you guys and I disappeared, so I went back to my seat pretty soon. There's like squeezing water from a stone. Do you remember this incident? Thanks, DPD and True Mojo. Did Mr. Powers leave his seat that night? I don't remember that happening at all. Maya's making such a racket and I had to say I ended up focused on her. Any case, from the story, he probably wasn't gone for very long. Are you serious? There's a contradiction? The fuck? I didn't think it was normal bubble. Why was that? Why did I think that? Should I do like he's not because he has stitches on his face? That's not really a contradiction though. Wait, he remembered. He wasn't an ordinary one. Perhaps we should let the witness tell us. Please amend your testimony. You mean about the bellboy? Matt gave the bellboy a tip. Just the tip? What kind of tip? What's so strange about that? Remember that picture of the guy's foreskin that was so stretched over that this anime girl was sleeping in it like a sleeping bag? Trying to figure out how much it was because the tip shocked me. How much it was. That's when something even more surprising happened. The bellboy was putting the tip he got in his pocket. That's when I got a good look at his face. I was really shocked. I don't follow. He was surprised twice. I wonder which... The face. What's so shocking about the face? More like an old gramps. I hope you know discrimination towards old men is a no-no in my court. That's not what I meant. It's smack, there's a line of stitches. Thanks, Grey Water. Like the thread staff, all the stuff in his head would come spilling out. What the fuck? That's disgusting. Here's the butler. Thanks, just just cause Ryan can. Nothing, so that means Guard was talking with the killer. If that fact were to be exposed, then Guard would be declared guilty in the blank. Pretend you don't know anything. Okay, you sure you would like to add anything? What did you just say? Nothing, Mr. Wright, nothing. We're just going around in circles. Now, Mr. Powers, please continue with your testimony. Maybe it's a tip then. You gave the telltale tip. What's so strange about that? It's, okay, how much tip? No, I'm gonna try the dialogue of the tip. Hold on. We read this already? Ask about the tip. The defendant is a huge star. He can afford to give generous tips. Wouldn't you agree? Sure. Thank you, DC Fresh. It's not 9-3 though. It would be 930. But giving him that much was a little too much, I think. A little too much? Would you clarify about how much the defendant gave to the bellboy? Honestly, I don't know. I can't even begin to guess. Why is that? Because he gave the bellboy a really, really fat roll of cash. Isn't that totally normal? Maybe he was filming it and going like, tipping, asking for room service with juice and tipping $10,000. Maybe it was for a YouTube video. Tipping the house to the bellboy. Thanks, Gior, W and DC Fresh. Sorry, I missed you, Gior. Sorry. I'll go die now. A very fat roll of cash that can hardly be called a tip. That's the whole shaft! Defendant is a superstar. That kind of tip is typical. No, that's not what I meant. I don't know. I'm just used to just object all the time. So I don't know what I'm supposed to do. What? Are you saying all superstars are super spenders? If I could receive large rolls of cash by simply bringing people things on trays, then why on earth would I stand around here prosecuting? Okay, suppose that roll of cash is not a tip, then what was it? Payment, Your Honor. Oh no, we're on the right track, I think. Yeah, I just object everything. Why not? Payment. Then obvious for the murder of Juan Corrida. Then the bellboy the witness saw was the assassin. Wait, does the court know that it's an assassin? Hold your horses, Edgeworth. You don't have proof of this, do you? Have I ever been unprepared to support my claims, Your Honor? I have here the card Shelley the Killer left at the scene of the crime. Shelley the Killer. He's a person the police special investigations team has been chasing for ages. I'm certain that the person the witness saw was the assassin, the killer. Objection! Edgy, you have to kiss me. Exactly. What's wrong, Mr. Powell? Maybe if I read the opening statement, I would know. It was yesterday! I don't remember anything from yesterday. No, nothing. Something just clicked in my head and I think I just figured something out. Actually, I saw that bellboy again later that night. Yeah, probably saw him talking to Maya. Testify, tell us what you saw. Yes, right away. Thank you, Mexico! This time I was in that hallway because I had to go to the bathroom, and that's when the bellboy I saw earlier came out of the room. When I say room, I mean Juan Corrida's room. Now I think about it, the bellboy did seem kind of out of place, so he had to be the assassin, I'm sure of it.
Himbo husbando supreme.
Thank you, Latana.
PW edgy blushy.
Huh? But I'm not done, there's still more. Let us establish that bellboy was the killer, then we shall see. So the bellboy came out of the victim's room, and if that bellboy was really the assassin, then I think the answer is obvious, that would be correct. Well, Mr. Wright, I believe it's your turn to entertain and make us laugh. Ha 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 ha. Oh, okay, sorry. He vented. Shut up. This time I was in the hallway because I had to go to the bathroom. Explain! What time was it? I don't remember. The award ceremony ended around 8, and I went to Matt's room pretty soon after that, and then I came back, then I went to the bathroom. So I guess it was around 8:10. You're not one for details, are you? Sorry. I guess I could maybe catch Matt and say my congrats. That's when I saw the bellboy come out of the room. Are you sure it's the same bellboy? Yes, and how could you tell? All the bellboys wear the same uniform. It's his stitches. I'm sure it's the same guy that was talking with Matt. So which room does the bellboy come out of? Juan Court. The victim's room? Yeah, the one with all the really pretty flowers and bears. It was Juan's room. Let's continue the testimony. Now that I think about it, the bellboy did seem kind of out of place. Oh yeah, they haven't found Maya yet. What exactly was so out of place about him? Right. Why the insipid grin? What does insipid mean? Maybe because I have no idea what damaging thing he's gonna say next. The bellboy is empty-handed. Empty-handed? That bellboy is one of the room service people, but he wasn't pushing a cart and he wasn't holding a tray either. You could call that a little strange, wouldn't you? Well, maybe, can you ask bellboys to give you a massage? I agree it's a bit strange, but isn't it really unusual for a bellboy to be empty-handed? Should I let his slide? I don't know, pull a fast one? There's nothing strange or unusual about empty-handed bellboy. But there is. There really isn't. I don't know, I literally don't know what's going on. If you two are done being school children, bellboys are for room service, there's no reason for them to be empty-handed ever. Can you ask a bellboy to give you a massage? Or no? You can ask? Yeah, but they might not do it, true. They say that it's just, do bellboys still wear like that little like a fez looking hat? I don't really know how to describe it. You know what I mean? It's like a little small bucket. When I first saw that bellboy, he was holding a tray and there was a bottle of wine and wine glass on it. It was tomato juice. Okay. Yeah, I got it. We have proof why he's empty-handed. Done! Mr. Powers, yes? You're easily influenced by other people's words. As soon as you heard that bellboy might have been the killer, you got caught up in believing it must be true. Yeah, we're trying to stall because we don't want Maya to die. Is he really suspicious? He's got all those stitches. So a baseball has stitches. Are you saying that all baseballs are suspicious because they have stitches? What about him being empty-handed? I would like to ask the court to take a look. This is the crime scene. There's a wine glass. The liquid inside the glass is tomato juice. And now if you look at what's on top of the table in the lower right corner, that's tomato juice. And the tray. The bellboy had just brought this into his room and left the tray in the room, which is why he was empty-handed. Wait, are you allowed to leave the tray? What if you get fired for leaving a tray? That would mean the bellboy had seen and left a dead body in the room. No, it was before the murder. Yeah, it could be. We don't know. We're just trying to stall the case. I blame you for leading me down this route. I'm terribly sorry. Why? Isn't there one more thing you would like to share with us? Is there? The bellboy was empty-handed, or should I say empty-hand? I don't know what that means. I recall you had something to say about his... He has no hands! Oh. He was wearing gloves. That's why he didn't leave fingerprints. I don't know. It's Ace Attorney, dude. He very well could have no hands. Why didn't you mention them earlier? It slipped my mind. This makes the bellboy look suspicious. Can get lax, okay. What if he had gloves? A lot of bellboys wear gloves. The bellboy was wearing black leather ones. Maybe he just bought those. Maybe they're driving gloves. So, a football is made of leather. Are you saying all footballs are suspicious because they're made of leather? But that man, he received a large roll of cash from the defendant, and then he was seen leaving the crime scene with black leather gloves. I don't think that even someone like myself can believe he was just another bellboy. Is it because they usually wear white gloves or something? Like cloth gloves? Seems I finally come to an understanding. Now then, witness, please continue with the rest of your testimony.
Wow, you're actually on the ball today.
I don't know what on the
Thanks
ball
for the
means.
Streams. Favorite Ace Attorney streamer so far.
There's Ace Attorney streamers, like that's a regular thing. Like, hey, my name is Gamer Dude 3789, and I'm an Ace Attorney streamer. The rest? Yes, please tell us more. Thanks, Brian. Gamer Dude, yeah. Their second meeting. After leaving John's room, the bellboy went and knocked on Matt's door just like that. He gave something to the person inside the room, then the old guy left without even going into the room. After that, I went back to the bathroom and back to my seat. So the bellboy, after leaving the crime scene, went to the defendant's room. Yeah, I kind of saw that by accident. Why is he going to the bathroom? Maybe he pissy shitted. After leaving Juan's room, the bellboy went and knocked on Matt's door. He gave something to the person inside the room, then the old guy left without even going into the room. Wait, what? After leaving Juan's room, he knocked on Matt's door, gave something to the person inside the room, and then left. So he didn't go inside that room. Is that what you saw while you were busy spying? Excuse me? I may be a poor underpaid action star, but even I wouldn't stoop to spying. I think the point is, where did you watch all this from, Mr. Powers? Oh, from the door of the bathroom with my left eye and the sort of sneaky spy-like. I knew he was spying. Please, does it really matter if he was doing it over or underhandedly? What did the bellboy do next? That's all I cared to know. He gave something to the person inside the room. What? I said, hold it. Okay. That's better. What? What kind of statement is that? Elaborate and give us more details. What? Ask about the person in... What if I say don't ask anything? What did the bellboy do after that? Wait, go back. No. Sorry, go back. Thanks, the Mampomon. Ask about the person inside. They all have big hands. You know what they say? Big hands, big hair. Then who took this something the bellboy handed off? I don't know. What do you mean? I'm sorry, but I only saw the person's arm. Only an arm? Then you're saying you didn't see the face. Yeah, it was in guard's room, so it could have been in guard. And then, what did the bellboy do after that? After he gave the person the room inside the thing. Let me ask the other dialogue. What do you mean, Pogo big? They got yaoi hands, dude. He gave something to this person. What did he give? Ha ha ha, if I remembered it, I wouldn't be calling it something. This implies something was removed from the scene of the crime. Are you sure you can't remember? I think it was something kind of small. I like to summarize testimony up to this point. When the bellboy left the crime scene, he went to the defendant's room. There, he handed a small item of some sort to the person inside. As for the person who received the item, all you could see was his arm. Yes. Is that really important? Yes, this is the utmost importance. This is when whatever was removed from the crime scene was handed to the suicide note. Is a suicide note. It was a wooden statue. No, the fuck it wasn't. Wait, maybe it was. This? This? Shit. Hold on. A statue? Yeah, kind of looked like one. If I saw the thing, I'd actually remember. Come up with whatever this statue thing is. Well, okay, it's not a note, then. They wouldn't say to stop coming and cocking right now, or I'm gonna be upset. Where did this bellboy go after he left in guard's room? He opened the door to the hall, went in there. Who knows after that? Okay. Went to the bathroom, went back to my seat. Explain. How much did you pee? What color was it? Did you see anything strange, suspicious, or out of the ordinary? Yeah, I saw that one thing. What? There was a jittery alien with a ray gun. Oh. Okay, forget about it. Okay. A wooden statue. I think it's this. It's either this or this. This looks brownish. Oh my god, it's right! Wait, why are they being so quiet? It's kind of weird. What's the point of that pregnant pause? What's a pregnant pause? Where did the objection come from? Speak up. It was me. What is it? Am I pregnant? I have a feeling something bad is going to happen once I show this. If you have something to say, please spit it out. Okay. Deep breath. Maybe he's nervous because he's performing in front of Edgeworth. Mr. Powers, there's something you saw. Was it this? That's it! He really figured it out. I recall we found this in his mansion, the defendant's house. A very long pause? Wait, so it means very long. Can you be like, yo, you got a very pregnant cock? Wow, I had to take such a pregnant break just now. Whoa, I was waiting in the line for Subway, and there was such a long, pregnant wait. It's simple, Your Honor. Shelley the killer assassinated John in his room and then stole the wooden bear. But why? Then the bear being found in his mansion would mean... It goes without saying, Mr. Matt Engarde is the killer's client. Order. It's only used in specific manner? Okay. The bus was late, and I had a pregnant wait. The bus was late and I became pregnant. Cause I had to wait so long. Actually, I figured the bear would come up. If not now, then it would have later. But even if he hadn't shown it to court, I'm sure your Edgeworth friend would have. I think it's clear that there's no need for us to continue this trial. I can't let this happen. I have to do something. There has to be something we've overlooked. We're trying to stall, otherwise Maya's gonna die. Your Honor, a minute please. Yes, there are still a few points we have not explored. What are you trying to pull? Well, we can't have that, alright. What questionable point? The person who received the bear. Maybe it was a gift. That is the identity of the person who received the bear. He gave something to the person inside the room. I'm sorry, but I only saw the person's arm. As long as we don't know who it was that took the bear. We can't be sure of what? What? What is it, Mr. Powers? If you're going to scream like that, at least give us a good reason why. Oh yeah, sorry. Actually, so I remembered. I remember who took the bear. What? I mean, I only saw his arm, but the arm... Fuck! Thanks, Akabori. We're trying to stall! Order. It looks like you dug your own grave. How many times is that? I've lost count. So the person who took in this little bear was the Nickel Samurai. As we all know, Matt Engarde is the Nickel Samurai. Thanks to defense, we made that all clear. What am I supposed to do? Me a help? You don't have time to act lost. You've got to find another angle to attack from. Your Honor, again, we've already removed any and all questionable areas of this testimony. Thank you, Akabori. It's about time you were removed from the court, Mr. Wright. No! About time you remove your pants for me, Edgeworth. There are still questions left unanswered. What are you trying to pull? Oh, well, we can't have that. Alright, Mr. Wright, what questionable point? Testimony. Why didn't we just tell Edgeworth, like, yo, if you don't get a not guilty, Maya's gonna die? Your inanity stupefies me, Mr. Wright. We have already clarified questionable points during the cross-examination just now. Wasting time like this calling the testimony questionable. I think it's your head that's questionable here! Thanks, Garrett Shedins. Ow. Yes, I agree. The cross-examination went smoothly. There's nothing wrong. Now then, I believe. Please wait. You are being very persistent because I can't end like this, not like this. I know my this was questionable. Questionable indeed. But there really are some questionable points left to discuss. What are you trying to pull? The bear itself. Yeah, why is it all weird? The bear itself is very questionable. The bear. This was found at his mansion. However, Engarde was arrested at the hotel, which means that since the murder occurred, he has not had a chance to go home. I think Your Honor has already figured out what I'm trying to say. It's not possible it was Engarde who took his bear to his mansion. That's disgusting. Why? That's very true. We didn't consider that point, Mr. Wright. There's no way time-wise for the defendant to have taken this bear home. Disaster of... Oh. You haven't gotten the best of me yet, Mr. Wright. Huh? I remember it clear as day. I remember what you muttered to yourself at Engarde's mansion. We have this area surrounded, there's no way for him to escape. I can't believe it that Butler all this time he was the killer. The killer and Engarde were working together, and the killer was hiding at Engarde mansion as its butler. Thank you, heroic villain. The bear figurine was brought back to Engarde by the killer. Then looked like he was about to be arrested. When it looked like he was about to be arrested, Engarde had him do so. I assume it because it would have been bad had the police found it during their investigation. The killer. Well, Mr. Wright, you've been quiet for quite some time, and this is too much. Isn't there anything I can attack at all? I've exhausted all the options. Now we know why this bear figurine was at the defendant mansion, as well as who it was that received the bear. Blah blah blah. Everything becomes very clear. The client who hired the assassin to commit the murder was Matt Engarde. I see no reason for this trial to continue, therefore I will hand down my own verdict. Thank you, Your Honor, for your understanding. You see, Mr. Wright, you could not win against the truth, could you? I knew it would turn out this way. After what Edgeworth had stated is the truth. Any last objections? Objection! Objection! I don't know. There's only one way for me to drag this trial out. The only thing I have left is a dirty trick. What, the suicide? We have two reasons to believe my client is the assassin's client. Reason number one, he accepted the bear figurine. Reason number two, that very same figurine was found in his mansion. However, it's possible this is all the work of a certain other person. What am I saying is, it's possible a different person is the killer's real client. Oh, we're gonna try to pin it on Angela. Yes, this is all you have? Now then, let's hear your theory. Who's the real client? We're bluffing, because we need to prolong it. Adrian. Oh shit, her name's not Angela. Adrian Andrews. Yes, you already know that she tried to frame Matt and Guard for the crime. By wearing a spare costume. Then the nickel samurai arm that I saw, that could have been Miss Andrews. What about Ingard? If you would please recall yesterday's testimony. It actually is this person. We're just trying to mislead the judge in court right now. Because otherwise they're gonna kill Maya, the assassin. They have her hostage. Then finding this figure at the mansion, it was a well-laid trap set by Miss Andrews. What is your opinion on this? I can't even begin to count the flaws in the defense logic, besides which there's no evidence to support it. However, I can't fully discount its possibility either. What is with this trial about Order! All disruptive parties will be forced to leave the courtroom. For the benefit of the defense, I'm willing to play along with his what-if game. His what-if game? Why are you trying to delay? The assassin doesn't want his client to be declared guilty, so he kidnapped Maya and is threatening to kill her if we don't get a not guilty verdict. I don't care about Maya, but the game does. The prosecution is prepared to challenge the defense's theory. Mr. Wright, even though you have strange and wondered, why would the criminal want this little wooden bear? Oh, it's wooden? The killer did specifically bring that bear to Ingard. Is there something special about it? Absolutely, and I'm sure the truth... Once I accidentally hit enter, by the way. I think he said something like if you looked into it, you'd know the true killer's identity would become crystal clear. The prosecution calls upon a witness who will clear all doubts against Miss Andrews. Who would that be? It's quite simple, Miss Adrian Andrews herself. Wait, you can clear your own name yourself? Well then, the court will take a 10-minute recess. The prosecution will prepare its witness for that time. What, I could just go like, hello, it's not me. Ha ha ha! Oh, I knew it was a good idea to hold her hostage. Don't you agree, Mr. Lawyer? But I never thought in your desperation you'd try to pin the guilt on Adrian. I swear this demon will pay. Mr. Nick. Pearls, where's Mia? I don't know. A really strong power suddenly pulled her away. Oh, Mia! I mean Maya! Mia? Mia, is that you? Give me a sign. Oh, it's from Gumshoe. How's it going? Have you been hanging there, pal? Yeah, sort of. We barely found something to latch onto. Woo, that's good, pal! And what about you? Anything yet? Have you figured out where the killer and Maya are? We don't have any leads. What?! Fucking useless! If we had one, just a single clue would be really helpful. I was only able to come this far because I kept thinking to myself, I've got to keep the trial going until Maya's been rescued, but have I just run out of luck this time, Zola? I hope for not. A tent. I could see a circus tent. It looks like Maya was unconscious until just a few minutes ago. As soon as she woke up, she called for me. It was Maya that called you away. She's locked in a dusty little room. But I could see a circus tent outside the window about 300 feet away. Is there a circus in town? Is the Berry Big Circus? Maya is somewhere within 300-foot radius of the main tent. Of course, the fucking circus. Draw a circle on that map about a 300-foot radius from the main tent, and I could see a mailbox under the window just outside. There's also a mail- Wait, they're cheating! They're using wall hacks! With Mia! What else, Mia? I'm sorry, it was a very small window. I couldn't see anything else. I felt like I was in an old office building, maybe the 3rd floor or so. An old office building. Just hang in there, wait a little longer. I'll call you later, so don't let your battery die. Beep. Maya's not hurt, right? She's in a pretty bad state. She's being starved. It's only been a day. Looks like we're out of time. Oh, you're alright, Phoenix? It's only a matter of time before she's rescued. I can do this. I just have to make it last a little longer. Dun, 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 dun. Why don't she could just sleep? Oh, she hasn't had water? But there is so much wine. She was locked in a wine cellar. She could have just drank. Wait, the bot lost his memory. The killer, the man who murdered the victim, handed this to his client. From this, one obvious question arises. Why this particular item? I believe the answer to that question will provide us the name of the real culprit. The prosecution calls the defendant manager, Adrian Andrews, to the stand. Currently, the witness is accused of tampering and obstruction of justice. However, you have been called to the witness stand today to ascertain who exactly is guilty of murder. Does alcohol make dehydrated? Dude, I don't know. I don't fucking know what an alcohol is. I don't drink. Very good. Now, have you ever seen this bear before? Of course I have. You have seen it before? That's right. It's only natural the witness has. Miss Andrews, could you enlighten the court about the bear's secrets? Alright. Why? The bear figurine. Actually, this is an elaborate puzzle. If you know the correct order, it can be taken apart one piece at a time. Its center is a small cavity, just enough room to store a small item. Oh, the suicide note's in there! Because of its complexity, if you don't know the order, you can't open the bear. You really can't tell it's a small jewelry box by looking at it. This figurine is a container. Yes, looks can be deceiving, wouldn't you agree? Yes, it's a superb craftsmanship. Yes, I nearly forgot you may begin your cross-examination. Dun, dun, dun. Actually, this is an elaborate puzzle. I think I have to press everything. I don't think she's lying. That's right. It looks like an ordinary figurine. True enough. People who don't know, I bet they would never guess this is a puzzle. What kind of puzzle is this? You know the order. Do you know the order? Well, you first turn its tail to the right, then push it in. Oh, yes, I see. After that, the arms and legs are free to move and can be removed. Okay, okay, okay. Uh-huh. Yeah, yeah. Oh! Oh, he's playing with it. Collab with Hassan? I can't, our schedules are complete opposites. What do you find after you take the puzzle apart? At center is a small cavity just enough for you to store a small item. And how do you know about this? I know about it because I was the one who bought it. Huh? It was a souvenir from when a friend and I went to Switzerland. This was a present for you? That's right. From you. It's a puzzle in the shape of a bear, so I thought it'd be perfect for Juan. So it was a present for Miss Andrews. From Miss Andrews. Let's continue their testimony. Because of complexity, if you don't know the order, you can't open the bear. So who exactly knew how to solve this puzzle? Only the two of us, Juan and myself. It was a souvenir from Switzerland, so I doubt there are many people with the same bear in this country, but this looks like it can be easily broken, especially if someone wants to get inside. Well, it's a toy, but it can never be the same again once it's been broken. What does that mean? How was Phantasmagoria? It was good, yeah. Probably one of the more creative horror games I've ever played. Who else knows that this bear is actually a small container or jewelry box? I never told anyone, and as long as John never told anyone either, then only the two of us knew. The two of you, huh? Then that means Mr. Ingard didn't know. Then why did he... If he didn't know, why would he take the bear? That means he must have known. There's a question here. Well, Mr. Wright, I think even you have come to realize... What? That there's one very important fact we haven't covered, in that the bear is actually a jewelry box. Now we have agreed to this point, there is only one logical question that can come next. What's inside this box? The suicide note. We're gonna find out next. Witness. Yes? You are the only one who can open this. Genshin Impact? I don't know how I feel about it. There's a painful silence hanging over the courtroom. All eyes on me! I've opened it. Is this what you wanted? It's a note. I don't think we need to guess at what that is, do we, right? No. It's a suicide note. Yeah, I knew it! Yes! The suicide note left by Juan Corda's former manager Celeste Impacts. Until now, no one knew of its whereabouts, but just as we suspected, it was hidden by the victim himself, Juan Corda himself. It seems Celeste Impacts had really beautiful handwriting, and she just as beautifully signed her own name on the document. This is most definitely the note she left right before she committed suicide. Order. Did you know about this? Yes, I did. I heard all about it from Juan. When I discovered the body, I looked for the bear. I wanted to destroy the note before it became public. But I couldn't find it anywhere, because it had already been taken. Everything is going at Edgeworth's pace, so now the suicide note has been found. What's the next logical question? Was it written on the note? That's right. And how did he know that it was in the bear? Now that I believe it is only appropriate the contents of a note made, no, I can't stop you, can I? I went through so much just to get my hands on it, and I was going to burn it for her sake. I'm deeply sorry, but I can't allow you to persuade me to stop, Your Honor. If you could please read the contents of the note out loud. Very well. Dun, dun, dun. The judge's voice rang loud and clear through the deathly silent courtroom. In her note, Celeste Impacts left a record of all that had happened to her, about being used and thrown away by Engard, about being engaged to Corrida and Engard's role in destroying that, and about how she decided in her despair to end it all. That's all Impacts had to say. There's one thing I would like to say here. The prosecution has no interest in slandering Engard. Then what? Our intention is to establish a motive for murder. Isn't that correct, witness? Yes, on the night of the murder, John was going to make the contents of the note public. After the post-ceremony show, he was going to hold a press conference. My word, Matt Engard values above all else his refreshing like a spring breeze image, which is why he had to stop this note from being made public. That's why you don't trust pop stars. Ooh. There's no room for doubt here. Mr. DeKiller's client goal was to obtain the suicide note, and the only person who needed this note that badly was the defendant. Let's not forget that the bear with the note inside was found at the defendant's house. What happened? I'm just saying that pop stars can't be trusted, because they might be hiding horrible secrets. It seems we have come to the truth at last. The defendant's motives were entirely selfish. He deserves no sympathy from anyone. How am I supposed to escape from this one? Why the hesitation, Phoenix? Gumshoe hasn't called yet, so you know what you must do. I have to carry on and buy him some more time. There are two deadly pieces of evidence, the figurine and the suicide note. Dude, it's like we're playing as Edgeworth now. To try to, like, stop the investigation. The gavel's ready in the hand. Hurry. Objection! Oh my god, 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 oh my god. Figurine! How did he know that it was in there? Please wait, Your Honor. Shut up! Order! Order! The assassin took this with him from the crime scene after murdering Corrida, at the request of his client, of course. So what's your point? I don't think it's possible that DeKiller's client was Engard. In fact, I think there's a contradiction here. You can't tell just by looking at it it's a jewelry box. The chances that Engard thought the note was inside this bear is very slim. True. It's like we're playing as Edgeworth in the first couple cases. I didn't think of it that way. Exactly, but I did think of it that way and I thought it was rather strange. After all, there's no reason why Engard would ever want a jewelry box like this. Order, order, order. You make a valid point. Edgeworth, what's your opinion? We know what we're doing is wrong. We know he's guilty. We're just trying to stall. It was just a flash, but I think I did well on this one, unfortunately. I think he believes differently. I believe a show of appreciation is in order. The defense seems to be in love with wishing more despair upon itself. Yes. I'd like to direct the court's attention to this. What is that? It is a very small video camera. This type of camera is commonly used as a means of spying. Oh, that's how he knew. Fuck. I thought that spy camera was in my possession. Matt and Guard and the victim both thought of Other as the biggest rival. They even went so as far as to use this type of item to find each other's weaknesses. And the victim, Juan, was being spied on. His personal life was being watched by Matt. Probably have seen him doing things that, you know. He's probably seen him doing private bedroom things. Order, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. You, don't tell me you knew about your client's spying activities. Well, sort of. Sorry. I see you're confused, Mr. Wright. You're probably thinking, but I have the camera that was in the stuffed bear's eye. Dude, I like, every other week, I get a nightmare that I am streaming, and then suddenly my camera slips and I'm naked. And then, like, my bare pussy is on stream. Or, like, my bare ass is on stream. It's a reoccurring dream every other week, at least once. And then I wake up freaking out. But this camera I have is not the same one. Last night, I searched the victim's house on a hunch using this. Boosie. I think most streamers get nightmares about that. By the way, Mr. Wright, the defendant's fingerprints were found on the camera. I'm pretty sure there's probably some streamers that tape their webcam when they're done streaming. I don't, though. Matt and Guard's fingerprints were on there. Well, Phoenix, it looks like those cameras were hidden all over the place. What am I supposed to say to that evidence? I buy a new webcam every time I stream just to be safe. Yeah. I use a new webcam every time I turn on stream to be safe, that it's not hacked into. It's fairly obvious that Mr. Ingard learned of the suicide note through this. He was watching the victim all along. He got me good this time. I don't have anything to counter that. Hey. No. Ew! Did someone just say I'm nasty? Yes, Chief. Have you figured out what you're gonna do next yet? I'm going to do next. He was running away like a frightened child at work. I know it seems like Mr. Edgeworth is very close to putting a lid on this case, but in his eagerness to prove his point, he forgot one very important thing. What is it? There is a piece of evidence he should investigate. Something he should investigate. I would hate to see the good prosecutor get scolded for not remembering to look into the item when he had a chance. Why are you speaking in riddles? Yeah, why don't you just tell me? Well, Mr. Wright, you don't have any further objections. What's this piece of evidence? Can I figure it out? That's still needs to present evidence. I don't know what it is, but I'll figure it out. No, it's not my badge. That was the weakest objection I've ever heard. Objection! Oh, there it is. Save! Objection! Mr. Edgeworth, this is not like you at all. In your eagerness to prove your point, you've forgotten one very important— We just stole her line! Hey, that's what I just said! You're telling me I forgot something? You're so close, but there's something you should examine. I think it's the photo. Did they ever mention why the guitar wasn't there? Well, Mr. Edgeworth, yes, I do believe some special examination is needed, but I think the item that should be examined is the defense gray matter. Shit! After this trial's over, I would like to see you in my chambers. I think there are a few things we need to discuss. You tell me I forgot something? You're so close. But there's something you should examine about this piece of evidence. Shit, it's wrong. It's not the badge! I don't know. I'm just gonna guess. I don't know. thing I saved. And Maya just got shot in the head. Well, it is what it is. Did I try that? I don't remember. I'm guessing. Okay, well, maybe I haven't tried the note. Oh, it's the note! Yeah, who knows? Wait, let me load. And then do the note. That way I have more HP. If I have to guess again later. Don't worry. It's fine, don't worry about it. Who knows? First try. I mean, sure, the suicide note was found inside the bear, but this bear was in my possession until a few moments ago, which means I could have put the note in there. The handwriting has yet to be analyzed. So, as to whether this pivotal piece of evidence was really written by her or not, that has yet to be confirmed. I put the note there. You can't seriously be suggesting, Mr. Wright, you are saying this note is fake? Smells like pizza. You're the one who tried to pin this murder on a guard? He said, who's to say he didn't create a fake suicide note? Yeah, we're stalling so hard. Your Honor, the defense is indiscriminately accusing the witness again. It's like we swapped roles. There's no evidence linking the witness to the suicide note whatsoever. But if this is a fake, then the witness is the only person who could have made it. What? Recall the witness testimony concerning this figurine. Only 2 people know how to open it. Ah! Miss Andrews, you wrote this note, didn't you? You wrote it so you could use it to frame Matt. I did no such thing. I don't know. She didn't. We're just stalling. Right? If you're going to pronounce this suicide note a fake, then show the court some evidence. No! Edgeworth, you're the one who presented the scrap of paper as evidence. That means the burden of proof lies with you. Oh! That's enough. Edgeworth, can you confirm the handwriting on the suicide note? The handwriting is yet to be analyzed. If that's the case, I hope he's not mad at me. It seems that yet again we have reached the point where a verdict is impossible. That's impossible. This isn't good, Phoenix. The judge is going to carry the trial over one more day. I don't think Maya will physically be able to make another. Police! Search faster, please. I don't want to do this, but I don't have a choice. I request both the prosecution and defense further investigate. Handwriting analysis. I accidentally skipped that. And guard is guilty. Look, any idiot. Oh, it's just. Ow! It's just the audience. I think we reached the end of the line. It's Gumshoe! Hello? What? Where's Maya? What happened to the killer? He got away. But they found Maya. Anyway, what's going on? We found his hideout, but the 2 of them are already gone. Oh my god! I'm gonna keep looking for them, don't worry. I just need a little more time, but don't tell me we don't have any more. What? Let me talk to Mr. Edgeworth. I can't do that. Why not? Just hand the phone over. Would you please get a hold of yourself? Yes, Your Honor. You may take your phone calls out. Isn't it extremely rude to take a call in the middle of court? Hold on, Your Honor. Edgeworth. Catch! Oh! Make a pass. Take that! Also the spinning iMovie transition. Please, you gotta buy us some more time. Court is in session. I'm sorry, Your Honor, but I'm reluctant to do this. However, it appears I have no choice but to suspend proceedings until tomorrow. Oh my god, I can't do anything!
Objection!
Dude, what? This is not good for my blood pressure. What's going on? Please wait. Edgeworth? Edgy boy? What is it, Mr. Edgeworth? I humbly request another 30 minutes. For what? We can perform the necessary tests on this piece of evidence in that time. Can you really obtain your results in 30 minutes? I believe we can. Would it be better if we adjourn for today than reconvene tomorrow? 30 minutes, that's all I'm asking for. Please, Your Honor. Very well. At prosecution's request, the court will take a 30-minute recess. Please be advised I will not allow another recess today. I'm not sure if this is helping. The court will take a... Why doesn't he just go like, can we have a 1-hour recess? Please? And then that'll give the police plenty of time. What's going on with the situation? The killer looks like he got away. 30 minutes. Or they could just pretend to give the not guilty verdict. Get Maya back, and then be like, psych! You're illegal. Report. Ah, is that Edgeworth? We don't have time to spit it out, right? It looks like we just missed them. The killer left a few things behind by accident and rushed to get away. A few things? Can we use any of them as evidence? Ho ho ho, I thought you'd ask. I've got the things he left with me and I'm on my way over. That's odd, and things like that usually sent to Crime Lab. We don't have time to wait for those guys, sir. When those guys weren't looking, I swiped the stuff and ran. Well, I'm not a detective anymore, so I had to. I'm really sorry, but I got to put the law on hold. With my hunk of a junk car, I'll be there in 20 minutes. Don't worry, I'll be there. Wait for me. He has a hunk of a junk car. I'm on a mission. No one can stop me now. I'm pulling and I'm running every red light. Oh my god, he crashed into the courthouse. He died! That was so avoidable. If there's a way we can find out where he is, we stand a chance. Is there any way we can find out? There is a way. I made that up. I don't know. What? How? I'm sure we can find out where he is through the... This! Oh, fuck. Never mind. Wait, I messed up? Oh, he doesn't want to see me cry. Thank you, Kuaku. Whatever you did, that can only be seen after the verdict is decided. Is he dead? Bad ending. Well, too bad. No, I saved over. I can't reload anymore. Core will now reconvene. I assume both sides are ready. Yes. Yeah. What's wrong with him? Why do you seem so distraught, Edgeworth? It's nothing. What's wrong with him? It looks like something unexpected happened. Yeah, Gumshoe died. Tell the results of the handwriting. Unfortunately, we have discovered this is a forgery. What do you mean? This? It's a fake. Order, would you care to explain? Who wrote it? The handwriting matches Juan Corda. Corda, well, it looks like Impax never wrote the suicide note. She never wrote anything about Ingard. However, even though it's fake, Ingard could not have known that, so the facts remain unchanged. Acting under the assumption it was real, he had plotted to possess it. That does sound plausible. Thank you, Spartan69, lol, and Kwaku. Wait, what? Sure. The defense believes that there's a theory that contradicts the testimony. If everything in the prosecution is proven up to this point, then it's not impossible for him to have known it was a fake. Really? Because he would have seen him write it? What is this little item called again? It's a video camera. Yeah. Remember you claimed that Ingard knew of this distance of the note because he was spying on the victim. Oh, that's right. If that were true, then this means Ingard would have known that he forged the note. So then defendant knew the suicide note was a fake. Well, not necessarily, because the camera was only on after 8. If that's true, then the situation changed. Exactly. Prosecution theory for what Ingard's motive for murder was, it has suddenly disappeared into thin air. Yeah, I know. The problem is he wasn't spying 24/7, but we're just trying to stall. Yeah, it's not as if Ingard monitored 24 hours a day. Perhaps the victim wrote the note in a place he didn't know of. Well, right back at you, Edgeworth. Why don't you show us some proof that the victim made the forgery at an unknown place? Why are you crying in the shower? You should have an orange in the shower. Shower orange. Order. It looks like this time it is you who have dug his own grave. As you figured, it all came down to this after all. When I heard the results, I thought this might happen. The question is, what next? What next? If the prosecution can't prove his motive through the evidence, then we must prove it from another angle. Well, I agree with you there. Your Honor, the prosecution would like to call a witness to the stand. That's fine. However, the witness is a little unusual. He's stuttering? Is the one who is perfectly fit to answer the question. Who was it that hired Shelley the killer to commit murder? Who? No such person exists that can answer the question. Who? It is. Is it himself? Oh. Okay. Wait. Shelley. That's not good for business. You can't ask the assassin to testify his murder. He got caught. This is already so bad for business. It's alright. Do I have a choice? I can't really do much. Defense has no objections. I wonder if it's really alright to do this. I'm just gonna kill Maya. Okay, now we gotta wait for him. Now then, witness, your name and occupation. he'll be like, I killed him. I was the killer, not that guy. But I still feel like if you're an assassin, that's so bad for your reputation because you got caught in the first place. Please represent some proof that you are Shelly the killer. I understand, please wait a second. Maya, I'm so hungry. Maya! Maya! Can you confirm anything from this? The defense has no objections to this person. We're satisfied that this man is indeed the killer. Looks like we have run into another unexpected turn of events. Well, it doesn't seem like we have many choices under here, so... Witness. There's one thing I'd like to confirm before you speak of anything else, and what would that be? At the request of a client, you killed Juan Corrida, is this correct? It is as you say, I did indeed kill him. Now we have answered that, let's move on to the name of your client. Very well. Wait, he can't snitch though! This bad dream. So what's he gonna say? He can't just be like, my client was this. He's not gonna do that. There is something I must first state. To an assassin, nothing is more important than the trust between the client and himself, and that is the reason I'm here today on this witness stand. It is my wish that you grasp this concept before I give the name of my client. He's not gonna give it. He's gonna give someone else. He seems to be a very clever man. It's almost he's mocking us. Oh, no, 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 no. While he may appear to be our enemy, he's only stating the truth. He is no hypocrite. He has always stood by this one belief. You mean the trust between his clients and himself? Seems to have a level of trust beyond what people like me can comprehend. Well, Mr. Wright, are you ready to cross-examine the witness? Yes. There's no way to know what's coming next. He can't snitch. The trust between you and your client. I provide my services in a fast and efficient manner. In exchange, I trust that my clients are discreet about me and my identity. If too many people knew my face, it would be quite troublesome. That's why you're testifying in this manner. This is the first time one of my clients have ever been accused of murder. I must preserve the killer name so my clients can trust me. It's for business, but couldn't someone stab you in the back and break your trust? It has never happened before, but if it ever did, that person wouldn't be my client for very long. They would certainly be dead. Very well, it was only hypothetical anyways. Shit. Go back. That seems a little strange to me. I mean, you're about to tell us the name of your client. I would think that this would be very bad for them. It doesn't matter to me. This client has already broken the rules and acted outside of their prescribed role. Their role? This person tried to implicate another of the crime in order to save themselves. Yeah, he's gonna name it Angelina Jolene's. Would you care to die? No. It's my wish that you grasp this concept before you give me a name of the client. You understand? Please tell us the name. I'm afraid I can't do that. I still have a few things to say before I do. It's not good for your health to be so aggravated. You won't live very long if you let everything bother you. Just tell us the name. We can't hear everything you have to say. Can you just tell us your client? I don't think you understand. I said this. Okay, well, why won't he say it? I thought I already pressed everything. We understand. I can't do that. I still have a few things to say. I thought Is there supposed to be a contradiction? That seems a little strange. I mean, you're about to tell us the name. I think this would be very bad. Doesn't matter. Blah, blah, blah. Where do you saw that? Trust, I provide services. Blah, blah, blah. A person who frames another is the worst kind of human. Oh, and that's why you feel you can betray this person? I have no trust relation with the client who can't understand their assigned role. Now that and everything, you can understand my logic? Okay. If you can't, then I'm afraid we can't proceed. Everyone understands your point. I think in that case, I believe I'm prepared to disclose the information. You have made it crystal clear that you value trust all over LS. I believe we are ready. Excellent. And that is the reason I'm here. What is it? Now I can't bring myself to ask the client's name. If you can't, then I will. Witness. What is the name of the client? That person's name is... Oh, I fucking knew it. Adrian Andrews. Witness. That's not who you told me it was earlier. Pray tell, what are you talking about? I should think I know my own client. It's Adrian Andrews. What? It doesn't matter because even to his to people that want to buy his services, they will still think he's a snitch, even if it's not Adrian. My guess is the killer was just stabbed directly in the back. I'm sure in order to get an honest record, dealer told him to a different name. This is outrageous. I was deceived. This witness is telling a very serious lie, but you're the one who summoned this witness. You Shelly the killer. My testimony is the truth. The defendant at the moment is Matt Guard. All I wish is help requires acquittal. All of a sudden, I feel like we can win this. Yeah. The prosecution has failed to provide a motive and instead provided a suicide note, which is forgery corrected by the victim. Furthermore, there's possibility the defendant himself knew if it was a fake. But most definite of all, we have heard from the assassin himself the name of his client. The killer's client is request the murder is not defendant at all. No. With all this evidence, Matt Guard is innocent. Seems that caused you all a bit of confusion. Continue your discussion and call me when you have reached a verdict. Now go trace his waves! Please bring Adrian Andrews in. With the way this is going, and Guard will be found innocent. This may be our last chance to save Maya. Edgeworth is right, the killer's lying, and Guard is my client. Now we just have to prove that Andrews is innocent. Who would have believed that prosecution's own witness would absolve the defendant? Your Honor, the prosecution requests permission to further question the witness. Shelly, the killer, is lying under oath. It wasn't me. Listen, everyone, please. The testimony just now was all a big lie. Andrews, the suicide note may have been a fake, but that man's Matt, he's the real reason Celeste died, and John's death, it was all because he got pulled into Matt's twisted world. That testimony just now, you have to believe is a horrible, horrible lie. That's not true. Also, there's quite a bit of evidence that points to you, the knife and the button, donning the costume, but that's... You even have a motive. We know that Celeste was part of your life. You want to follow her and you want to avenge against the two that hurt her, I would say you have plenty of reasons to want them both dead. Mr. Roy! You tell them the truth. Tell them the real story. Please, help me. Thomas, give me a sign. Thomas! Your Honor. I believe we have reached the end of this trial, therefore I ask the defense for any final words or opinions. I have to decide. Do I take the not guilty verdict and save Maya, or do I throw this chance away and wait for gumshoe's evidence? What am I supposed to do? Request the trial to continue. I can't accept a not guilty. You are a lawyer, I know. But Matt Guard is a killer, a murderer. I can't let him get away with this. I can't let someone else take the fall. If I let Miss Andrews be convicted, then I'm no better than Guard. And even though I don't want to admit it, I have to face the fact that it is because of Edgeworth that I now know the real truth. He could have gotten Guard convicted so many times over, but he never took a single one of those chances. If I take this verdict right now, I'd be betraying his trust. His trust. I never thought about it until now. I trust him? Yes. You do. With my life! Dude, no hesitation. I don't give a fuck about Maya. We have Pearl anyways, so Mia always has a way to come in. Through Pearl. So Maya can go fuck herself. Mr. Wright, your opinion, please. Defense requests that we be allowed to further question Mr. the Killer. Am I hearing you correctly? Right. But the witness has cleared your client through his testimony. Your job here is done. I'm not done yet to see through witnesses' lies and find the truth. That's my job, Your Honor. There's still one more evidence to look at. I'm sure once those pieces arrive here in the courtroom, a miracle will occur. Very well, the trial will continue. Edward, please reestablish connection with Mr. the Killer. Right away, Your Honor. Wait, Gumshoe died. Maybe he's running on foot. Has the verdict been reached? Before that, we would like to talk with you a little more about all you needed from me was name of my client. What else could you need me for? Well, actually, we'd like to hear everything you know about this case. That's how things are usually done. But what shall we have him testify? If you don't mind, testify about your client more in detail. You legal people and your procedures, is it any wonder no one likes to go to court? Yeah, Maya can come back as a spirit through Pearl. Hi, Droom! And thank you, Misu Kathy. As I have already stated, Adrian Andrews is my client. However, the one thing I can't overlook is tampering the scene of the crime. My client did to frame another for the crime. While pretending to be the first person to discover the body and enter the scene, Adrian Andrews already knew that from the beginning he was dead. But even more appalling is the creation and planting of the knife and button. That act is what I was referring to when I said my client had broken the rules. Well, we don't know what his rules are. Like, he claims it, but we can't prove it. However, everything is... Thanks, Fire Rain. Just a second, Your Honor. Yes. We still have cross-examination to do, but you don't need to question testimony like this, do you, Mr. Wright? Yes, I do. Your Honor, the defense will question a witness. Huh? Why? Why not? This witness said nothing had said is... Well, this witness has said is nothing of a beneficial to the case. If you scrutinize testimony, then I'll expose the lies of the beneficial testimony. I don't understand what's going on anymore. Gumshoe isn't dead. He just crashed his car because he was running every red light. As I have stated, Agent Andrews is my client and press everything. What is it? If I press him the wrong way, it might raise suspicions. But I have to do something to waste more time. Witness, about requesting a hit. Yes. How much is your fee? What the fuck? If you'd like to talk business, we can do so after the trial. Mr. Wright! You want to kill me? Yeah. Why would you think something like that? You're on... No! Why did you disclose the name of your client? They're your client, are they not? I'm thinking, wait, am I really not allowed to press? He said, he's like, don't press too much or I'll raise suspicion. While pretending to be the first person, she already knew from the very beginning. I'll just keep trying to press. I would think that most people wouldn't be able to overlook a person hiring another to kill. If I had a problem with such a thing, it wouldn't be very effective at my job. However, I will say this, even though I'm the one that does the deed, my client are always the real guilty party. That goes without saying. They're fated to live with the knowledge of their guilt on their shoulders. However, my client this time thought that they could run away from their guilt. My client didn't frame another fake crime. Are you talking about the button and the knife? Yes. My business card? Yes. So that no one has to waste their time, including the police, I always make a point as to make things as easy as possible. You try to make things easy, and my business card makes it very easy to identify who carried out the service. He's very devoted to his work. But to disregard everything, to go and stab the deceased with a knife, and even hide my card from sight, that's something I can't overlook. While pretending to be the first one to discover the body on the entry scene? So you're saying most clients wouldn't do such a thing? That is correct. Usually, most people try to create an alibi for themselves, so you should use my services, Mr. Attorney. I would suggest you plan for your alibi too. Yeah, he doesn't want anybody to steal his kill. From the very beginning, that is correct. From before my client visited the room, all my clients know precisely what the situation is at all times. I remember that's really true. That's odd. But even more appalling is the creation and planning the knife and button. Then why? Okay. Then why did he talk to the guy? Why did he talk to Matt? What do you mean by why? Well, fiddling around the scene of the crime is pretty risky, and why would someone who had requested a murder go to the crime scene anyways? I assume it's probably done to frame and guard. If that's the case, then why didn't the person just request that you do it? Sadly, that's not possible. My job is to kill, that is all, and to leave my business card behind. The business card is so my client may escape blame. Even if they say it's for revenge, setting someone else up to take your fall. Hold it! That's all you have to testify? Yes, and I pray that I will never be called to stand again. I must, as I have yet to find another person to take my place, to become the fourth successor. How would you like a new life? He wants me to be his- Oh yeah, sure. Oh yeah. Oh, okay. He can train me. Oh yeah. I can't use proof that they met. So there's a contradiction. Oh man. Oh yeah. Ace Assassin. Is there... I pressed everything, didn't I? Yeah. Unless it's one of those press order things. Yeah, I already saw this. I didn't even know what it was. While pretending to be the first person, my client did a frame. While pretending to be the first person to discover the body and enter the scene, she already knew from the very beginning that he was dead. No, she didn't know. How do I prove that she didn't know? I mean, the juice? No, I'm not showing the badge. Okay, is it the juice? It's not this. Oh, yes! Thank you so much for taking the time to testify. What is the meaning of the attitude? When Adrian Andrews entered the room, your client had no idea Joan Corrida has been murdered, but how do you know that? Because she poured juice. The glass. Killer was supposed to... Mr. the Killer was supposed to... Mr. Which is why this glass of juice was poured. But isn't that just part of Adrian Andrews' calculated plan? No, because it just doesn't make sense. This glass bears the fingerprints. Had this been planned, they never would have left their fingerprints behind. Strangely enough, I had the exact same thought just now. Ooh, we're on the same frequency, edgy boy. How do you explain this strange phenomenon? Isn't it a waste of time to talk about such a minor detail? It's not a very important point anyway, correct? I'm afraid you are mistaken. If Adrian Andrews really is a client as you claim, then your client should have knowledge of Corrida's death. None. Then that can only mean that Adrian Andrews was never your client at all. How strange. Yes. Why is it that the attorney has yet to raise an objection at this absurd situation? If the killer figured out what we're up to, we're in trouble. Yeah, I know. Edgeworth, I'm surprised. You know you can't say things like that without any evidence. Oh, sorry. Wait, but he didn't say that. It was me. But I said that. Oh, they're faking it now. Anyway, I'm positive there's a contradiction in that testimony. The prosecution requests further testimony concerning when the request was taken. Okay, we're faking. While we wait for the items he left behind to get here, I just know that the very outcome of the trial lies with those items. We're pretending. This request came to me about a week ago. It was a request for the services on the night of the award ceremony. When we met at a certain bar, they went to a bar to discuss and finalize a few matters. That's what occurred. I trust my memory and I believe I have no mistakes. So you physically met your client, huh? Good cop, bad cop routine. Yeah, maybe they could do like some handcuff role play in the bedroom. That's correct. Meeting one's client is first step to building trust. What the fuck kind of assassin meets their clients? Like every show I've ever watched with assassins is always like, oh no, the assassin, the killer, masquerader never meets directly. Like, they gotta be mysterious. What? This request came to me about press. Masturbator? No. 1 week ago, are you sure? Yes, I'm quite sure. I have my own preparations. I was barely able to finish. When you request my services, I hope you keep that in mind. Why does he keep thinking I want to... In any case, my client had this time a very specific date and time. It was a request for the service on the night of the award ceremony. We met at a certain bar. Oh shit, I got this. Did you ask why on that specific night? No, I tried to fulfill all the conditions of my client's request, but as for why, I only have my... Wait! Unrelated? I think I watched this before. But this one time... Super ended up on a very upvoted Reddit thread. He was on the Reddit website. I want to show you guys. I think some of you guys have seen this already.
And the controller works perfect. Oops. I think your saved game is corrupted. Just kidding.
You cunt!
Because when I was doing this voice, I thought I would ready to be a super. It was on perfectly cut screams. But as for why I only have my suspicions, your suspicions, huh? Press further. What are these suspicions? Why did your client request that night? I'm sure it was all for the bear. The bear? My client spoke of it. I'm sure there will be a bear-shaped figurine. I would like you to retrieve the item for me. You must be talking about this. That's a contradiction. It's the other. Inside a figurine's suicide note, naturally. Oh, no. It could be. No. Yeah, it could. Yeah. No. Yeah. Naturally, the victim brought it with him to his hotel room. He was planning to publicly disclose its contents. That is correct. And if I had not done the job that night, I would not have known where the bear figurine was. It was very important. I actually don't know if it was important or not. Oh shit. I'm bluffing. The client knew the secret of the bear figurine. Well, yeah, no shit. Oh. Whoops. We meet at a certain bar. Did everybody press that? I always meet them. I never take a request by phone. Why? That's because I did already. If Mr. DeKiller had met his client before the murder, then it's unlikely he's mistaken. Why? What's happening? That is correct. Well, he says two of them have met, but if they did, then there shouldn't be anything wrong with the killer's testimony. Well, there doesn't seem to be anything strange this time around. You have to draw more information, but you can't draw suspicion. Talk about delicate balance. Did you ask why on that specific night? No. I only had my suspicions. What are your suspicions? Oh, I already... Never mind. Hold it! Oh, a week ago, are you sure? Yeah. I was barely able to finish. Yeah. Specific date and time. Your client was Adrian Andrews, that's correct. I guess there's only 4 lines. I just gotta keep pressing stuff. Just press it again and again. Did you ask why? No. I tried to fulfill as for why I had my suspicions. So what are these suspicions? It was for the bear. The bear, that's correct. If I had not done, I wouldn't have known. Yeah. Yeah. I'm not getting penalized, so it's fine. Client's Adrian Andrews, that's correct. Well, the two of them met. Met at a bar. You physically met with her, yes. What was that? Why'd you pause? Witness, I like to give... Wait, I always meet. I never take requests by telephone or mail. I value the trust, and the only way to establish is look them in the eye. It was very important. Maybe it's not important. I'm supposed to stall. Let me try this. What do you mean by that? There we go. My question is, did you really meet Adrian Andrews in person? I've already told you I did. It was only through talking with him! Him! Her! Him! It's her! Him! Him! I believe the testimony was just of utmost importance. Really? If that's the case, witness, please include the statement. Okay. It's a woman! Woman! I would like to go over this one more time. You met Adrian Andrews at the bar and took the request at that time? Yes. And that's when you thought he was trustworthy. How many times? Yes, that is correct. I'm sorry, that's an impossible tale. What? Shelly the killer. You have never met the real Adrian Andrews. Why would you say that? Because you made one very big slip up about her. So what is the issue? What? About her? If you had ever met Adrian Andrews in person, one look would have told you she is a woman. Wait, assuming genders though. Then again, this game was made like 20 million years ago. Order, what is the meaning of this? This witness testified the following. He always meets face to face with his clients when taking their request. But he has never met Adrian Andrews in person. That means the killer client would not have been Adrian Andrews. What is that? Pooh? Pooh? Edgeworth, I understand your logic on this one. However, why would the assassin make such a basic mistake? Because it has to do with her name. Adrian Andrews is a very androgynous name. Unluckily, the entire time he's on the stand, no one stated her gender. So he simply picked the wrong gender. Well, he could be like, you know, maybe she's gender fluid. He, she, they. Shelly the killer, this court demands an explanation. I think I have this client mixed up with another. No, you didn't. Does that mean you remember something different? Yes, please, if you would allow me to testify once more, okay? That's why you should just refer to everybody as them. They, them. Now I remember I took that request by mail. There have been times when I took a job without having to meet my client. There was a request for the murder of Joan and 2 or 3 other small things. When I saw the name at the end of the letter, I thought it was a man. You took a job through a letter, which means he's lying. Be careful. If you break the testimonies completely, it's over. I can't make him suspicious, so I can't object. I can't point out a contradiction. I think that's what it means. I think that's what the game is trying to tell me. I can't point out an objection, but I just have to, like, touch, you know, press. Am I reading? Yeah, I've been reading it out loud. Yes, now remember I took the request by email. I mean mail, just kidding, lol. I choked. Did you say you always meet your clients? Yes, I suppose I did say that. However, there are some clients for whom a meeting is not possible. But didn't you meet your client this time? No, I did not. Now, let's stop with this game of cat and mouse. Using your silkiest voice is not going to work on me. Alright, cough it up and confess. You can't badger a witness with such harsh words. Wait, really? You're not allowed to? Do you have any proof killer met with his client? Yeah! Wait, but then if I prove it, won't he get mad at me? Let's just see what happens. Oh god, I'm dead. Okay, I don't think I'm supposed to prove anything. It's fine. Why would you not meet certain clients? Recently, I've been receiving more requests. If I met each client, I would lose business opportunities. On top of which, the times have changed. It's now the age of information and computers. I've joined the times and take requests via electronic mail. Do you have mail in that special insulated and oh my, this guy's a boom. I despise. What I meant is email. Email? Anyway, you took this job without having met your client. 2 or 3 other things, yes, and what were those other things? A few other things that have nothing to do with the case. Press further. Whether or not it's for the court to decide, Mr. Attorney, yes. Everything I've said from the beginning has been nothing but beneficial for a client, which is why I wonder what is pushing you to continue with this cross-examination. Could it be that you're planning to betray your own client? Uh-oh! 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 Sorry. When I saw it, I thought it was me. So you're saying that you never saw your client's face even once. I did once. It was when I went to give my client the figurine. She was wearing a mask. Do you have any problems with the testimony? Yes. I think you saw your client's face. Let's recall Mr. Power's testimony. Yeah, he said Matt was standing there. Matt gave the bellboy a tip. He received quite a large roll of cash from the guard, and at the time he was not wearing his mask. Order. Now that you mention, I do remember that witness. Yes. That night I did wander the floor. I received plenty of tips. Just for carrying juice. The man who gave me that tip was not my client. Then why did he give you so much money? He was probably just a very generous person. I'm sorry, but sadly we are not nearly so generous here. If I could simply receive large rolls of cash by simply bringing people on trays, then why would I stand here prosecuting? Oh, the deja vu. Where is your evidence that the large roll of cash was in fact not a tip? Show me the money. Mr. Attorney. Yes. You know, I think your line of questioning has been a little strange. In fact, I would say you don't seem to believe Miss Andrews is not my client. Oh no, it's not like that. I just think lies aren't a good thing, you know? Uh-oh. I think we're on the same page now, aren't we? Remember, if I feel threatened in any way, I'm free to cut contact at any time. I'm being blackmailed! It's still not over? Proof that he met his client? There's proof that he met his client. I don't know. It wasn't this. I don't think I have proof. Proof that he met his client? It wasn't that. Well, I'm stuck in this menu though. This doesn't make sense. I don't think it's that. It's not that. No. I'm not showing my badge! Hold it! What are these other things? Press further. Press further! It's very important. Please cooperate and tell us what other jobs you requested. If it's truly that important, I suppose I don't have much to the bear figurine. The bear figurine, after the assassination, I was supposed to press further. After the assassination target, I was to find that figurine. I was told this job was just as important as the killing. And where's the figurine? It was inside his suitcase. Well, that's just a lie. What did you do next? I handed it over to my client. You're your client. Interesting. This information sounds important to me. Include what you just stated in your testimony. Oh, there we go. I found this figurine in his mansion. If you gave it to Miss Andrews, what's it doing there? I was waiting for it there. That was also part of the plan, to frame him. Do you have any problems with this? There's a contraception. He says he gave the figurine to Andrews. Yeah, I know if I present, he will cut. Well, it was empty. Present evidence. You gave it to her and she told you, wait, take the bear. Is that correct? Yes. Where are you going with this? Thank you if you remember through things. Why would she not take the bear herself? I don't think it's possible Miss Andrew had been the recipient of this bear. Wait, do I use the guitar? Oh shit, I messed up. It's not the guitar. Lol. Wait! Why would you give it to her when she can take it herself? I think I just used the bear. Like, she could literally take it and open it herself. Yeah. Okay. Shelly, if you had really given the bear to Andrews, then this item should not have been inside it. This item? I see where you're going. Yep, that's where I'm going. Where's everyone going? Do I need to pack a suitcase? Your Honor, please think back to Miss Andrews' testimony. And I was going to burn her for her sake. Even if for a single minute the bear had actually been in Miss Andrews' hands, she would have taken the suicide note out and burned it. So by the very fact that suicide note was still inside the bear, it tells us that your client didn't know how to disassemble the puzzle, which means, Your Honor, that's impossible for Adrian to be the client. I'm sure I mentioned this, how I hate traitors above all else. I think your cross-examination has clearly demonstrated something for me. You wish to break your end of our agreement. No, that's enough. If that's your intention, there's only one thing left for me to do. Wait, please, gentlemen. Please excuse me. I have a matter I must attend to. You're gonna shoot mine in the head. No. Bring this trial to a speedy end, or I might stay my hand. What? He just admitted to blackmailing us. Do you think there's a need to hear more testimony? Well, we should. Edward, we can't do this. Ugh, the prosecution What happened? The prosecution rests. What? The prosecutor had no further questions. What? I think this is what we're supposed to do. Well, I never thought I'd see the day this most unusual situation. The prosecution rests with no further questions. Then the prosecution has failed to uphold its stance. If that's the case, then even though I'm reluctant, I must believe that his testimony is accurate. That would mean the client is Adrian Andrews. Mr. Wright, yes? If I end the trial now, right now, then your client would be declared innocent. In his place, Adrian Andrews would be charged with murder. Murder. Prosecution has no further questions. Now we'll hear the defense final remarks. Bring the defendant, Matt, to the stand. The outcome now lies in your hands. Oh, he's coming here now. Okay. I have 1 HP. To be honest, I can't think of you as a truly innocent good person. You have done enough evil to drive a woman to suicide, but at least on the charge of murder, it would appear you're innocent. Huh? you get that glass from? Even the old fucky ducky figured me out. In guard, what an atrocious lore I have, giving his own client up like this, and that refreshing like a spring breeze crap is just as atrocious, don't you agree? Anyway, get on with it and pronounce me innocent already. Alright, Mr. Lawyer. Should I side with justice or save Maya's life? You better get in guard a guilty sentence. Okay, that's what she would have wanted, yeah. It's what she would have wanted, it's fine. She said it. She signed up for it, so it's okay. He's guilty! He's guilty. Let's hear the defense's final statements. If the person who hired this housing, Adrian Andrews, then your client, Mr. Matt Guard, is innocent. There's no need to ask, oh man, after all, my lawyer's gonna say what I want. Right? Do the right thing. I can't do this. I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to be the reason why. He's guilty. I said he's guilty! Bye, Maya. Ah! Of course not. She has the evidence. You see now, don't you, Phoenix Wright? This is why you should never take your eyes off of that scruffy fool. Oh, she had the GPS on that guy. You should know better than... Dude, how did she get here so fast? Did she, like, use her whip as a helicopter blade and then just flew here? Von Karma is perfect in every way. The evidence is in perfect condition. Don't worry about Scruffy, he's fine. And then she just flew up. All the items are inside of this. What a filthy old coat. That's Gumshoes. I apologize for its ugliness. I'm sure inside lies a crucial piece of evidence. Your Honor, inside that coat are the defense's final piece of evidence. Your final evidence. The trials are over. All that remains is for me to hand out my verdict. I do not believe any evidence presented now. What? Why not? What? Well, it's guilty. Your Honor, it's our duty to examine every piece of evidence. I request Ms. Von Carva be allowed to present these pieces of evidence. I suppose you're right. I grant permission to do so. However, this one obvious rule. If these items do not bring up any new points, then they will not be accepted by this court. Now, Von Carva, if you will please, the evidence sort of... Okay, save. He must have been in quite a rush. Left 3 pieces. So I gotta connect it to the case. The first item is a pistol. Question more details. Does that pistol have relation to the case? We have yet to perform a ballistics test, so I can't say for certain. However, I believe it has something to do with the case, at least with me. That pistol, that's the pistol used to shoot you. Probably. Yeah? I kept the bullet they removed from my shoulder as a memento. I'm pretty sure it'll be an excellent sample for the test. Okay. Yeah. Is the evidence is a videotape? Uh-huh. Question. Have you checked the contents of the tape? No. Well, we already know what it is, though. Because he came back to his hideout to look for it. He went back for it? That's right. Looks like he was trying to recover it. He injured 3 of the officers at the site. So it looks like they managed to protect it from the killer. He's no ordinary man. Last piece is the bellboy uniform. Okay. That used during the crime? I am certain it was. There is even a pair of black leather gloves. There's one interesting thing I found about the uniform. What is that? There's a button missing. A button. It's a unique button. Interesting. That's all I have to present. Just as I thought, and what is that? I'm sure, were we under normal circumstances, these would be very important clues. However, our question is not who did the killing, it is who's the client. That's correct. And these 3 items do not tell us anything about that. Fuck! True. Is this the end? Is this the end? Or is this just the begin? I don't think that's a song. I think you're wrong. I think they do exist, but you have to make that miracle happen. You've come this far, you can't give up now. But no matter how you think it is, try for my sake, just think about it for a second. There's 2 ways out of this situation. The first, make Engard wish from the bottom of his soul for a guilty verdict. The killer will always place his client's wishes first. If Engard himself wishes to be convicted, then he will let the hostage go. What? The second way? Force him to end the contract with Engard. If the killer will no longer think of Engard as his client, then he will let Maya go. He's a man who values his duty. Oh! If I betray his trust, or like make him betray the trust, then they'll snitch each other out. Think from the other side is not what always work for us. I don't know what that means. You mean turn things around? Judge that he doesn't need the evidence. If that's the case, then who does need it? Me? Okay. One person who has yet to see them all. Maya? The person does not know the truth. What? Can you fucking speak English? Fucking weird ass little girl, body possessing ass bitch. There are no objections this time, correct? Now then, I will pronounce my verdict. Why don't we all respectfully sit back and listen, kids? I already told you. This court does not need any more evidence. I'm not saying it's us that needs the evidence. Then, you want to show the evidence to that person? Yes. Please. One chance. Someone who hasn't seen all the evidence. It's the person with no eyes. It's the person with no eyes. Wait, am I supposed to use this one or this one? Tell us, the court, what evidence you would like to show. Videotape. Wait. Shit. Okay, the videotape because he betrayed his trust by recording him, which gives Matt an out by putting that guy in jail. I think there's some merit in showing this evidence to the witness. Bailiff, please bring in the transceiver. Alright, it looks like I managed to convince him. Okay, do a different save. Maya, she's okay, right? Didn't I tell you to concern yourself with bringing about a speedy end? And now, if I understand correctly, you wish to show me one piece of evidence. Wait, how is he gonna see it? I have here videotape is found at your hideout. I heard you injured 3 officers in your attempt to get this back. That was most regrettable. However, it was an order from my client. I was told to protect that tape. I thought so. Well, I'll have you know that your client wanted to illegally record you outside of your trust. You know the contents of that tape? I was sternly told by my client not to watch it, so I had absolutely no idea. Actually, you're on this tape. Me? There was a video camera hidden at the crime scene. Your actions were being recorded. What? It's like insurance for Matt. Is that true, Mr. Wright? Who was it that planted that camera? The only person that plays the scene of the crime would be your client. That's Adrian. No! Your client specified a place and time for you, isn't that right? Yes? So they could film you. I had no idea. Mr. Wright? Why would my client do such a thing? Insurance! I'd like to know why. I'm pretty sure it's insurance. They wanted Juan to get his? What does that even mean? Want to blackmail on you? What does that even mean? Juan's dead. Your client once told me something very interesting. We were talking about you. This is what they said. But I'm no weakling. I don't believe in anyone, least of all assassins. Oh, come now. Assassins aren't above blackmail. I actually don't remember him saying that. That's where the video comes in. With that, I can keep him at bay and even blackmail him if I want. The client didn't trust you. They were thinking of using this video to blackmail you. What do you have to say to that, Shelly? Oh, he's pooping. No! It looks like I was being deceived. I skipped it, but I still figured it out, so. Yes, by natural, that's the kind of person they are. Your client is a person who only thinks and plots of how to use the people around them to protect themselves from any and all dangers that may arise. That's the true nature of your client. I have one question for the witness. Yes, you told us one thing numerous times. You said that you detest traitors, and you were betrayed. What if a traitor was your own client? What would you do then? That's obvious. I would break our contract. And then, my client would be my next target. Ooh, perfect! Yeah, go. Do it. That's all I want to know. So the traitor becomes the killer's next target. Good for us. This is how we'll turn the case around, Mr. Wright. Yes. My contract with my client is over. I say I have a new job on my hands. I will now return to you your precious item. I'm not an item! Maya, I thought I'd never see you again. Oh, thank goodness. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun. She always has you in her sights. I do believe it's time to hand down a verdict. Oh, he's sweating. It looks like somehow you got what you want. He's going to jail and he's being hunted by an assassin. You finally received the acquittal you wanted so badly, you should be happy. Yeah, because technically he didn't kill that guy. I'd like to make one final statement. Sometime in the near future, one very betrayed assassin may appear before you. Needless to say, that man is very good at what he does. I'm sure you would understand what I mean if you watch this video. Help me. No. Now then, Your Honor, the verdict if you please. Is this alright with you? We have reached the end of a very long battle. Whether he's convicted or acquitted, there's no escape. Go on. Plead whichever way. Alright, Chief. Plead guilty. Even though I'm a lawyer, I cannot make your crime disappear. I think a guilty verdict is appropriate. Even if you got an acquittal the instant you set foot out, your life would be in danger no matter which way you look at it. You can't run away from your crime anymore. Oh my god! Ew! Fucking nasty. Plead not guilty? The first time I was called to the witness, all I felt was despair. The witness, how should I put this, has an illness. If you're gonna kill yourself, I don't care. But after that, when I was alone at the detention center, that's the first time I saw myself for who I am. And today, when the two of you used your combined strength to convict Matt, I felt like I had been saved. Wow! This is the first time I've seen her smile. Ah! Ah! I did the right thing. Did those get bigger? Well, yeah, because she went from being 6 years old to 30. Because, Japan. I sided with justice over Maya. Is he guilty or is he not guilty? Those are your choices, and your answers spoke to what being a lawyer means to you. Whoa, what? Edgy? I have good news. Maya's now safe. You're telling us the truth, right? Ah, there goes. She shrank. Yes, she's safe. She's on her way here. She needs to eat and drink water. She kept saying to herself that I was gonna save her. Dude, I was gonna sacrifice her at a moment's notice, anytime. What's wrong? Von Karma? Hello? Earlier. Ow! Why are you still smiling? You lost. Your perfect win record has now been crushed. And yet you are still happy? Well, yeah, bitch, because I'm not a fucking psychopath. I don't understand. I don't think you'll ever understand. How dare you? Don't worry, she may in time. After all, I was like that myself until a year ago. I knew it! He reformed! Edgeworth? For my own personal victories. And for guilty verdicts. Oh, give me. A man appeared and stood fast against that selfish mean. I fought him in my usual manner and tasted my first defeat. I felt like I had lost everything because of that. We kissed him. I mean, we changed him, yeah. Just fuck already! It was my turn to sit in the defendant chair. And I was saved. So I left. So what happened after I finally came to realize it was that moment of clarity, everything began to change. We prosecutors use anything we can to attack the defendant, but every time we did... I began to trust in that man. What? I bet Edgeworth smells nice. He probably uses some fancy cologne. Yummy man musk. The only thing we can do is fight with the knowledge we hold and everything we have. I love sniffing people. Dude, I sniff people all the time. When I meet someone, the first thing I do is smell them. Are you a dog? Yeah, go straight for their asshole, give it a good friendly sniff. It's only manners. That's where he got his pose from. He got it from Edgeworth. Give me. Wait, we actually thought he died? Miss Von Karma, I don't want to hear the wretched whimpering of a disgraced loser. Okay, you are no longer worthy. Okay, bitch, whatever. Oh, okay. Did she just die?
Hey Daff, nice cocktail.
She threw something on the ground. Thank you, Ulula. I thought she just passed out. She lost 2 cases to Phoenix. Well, almost. Well, she lost 1 officially, but she said it doesn't count. Oh, she threw her whip to the ground. Wait, I can whip people now? Who's this? Who's that? I don't know who that is. It's been a while. my god, he got owned. What a hunk. He's such a hunk. Yeah, but I'm really embarrassed. I didn't think I would hit a telephone pole. He hit a telephone pole? It wasn't even red light? That means he must have swerved to the side. Wait, is Mia gonna show up in the photo? Four? What did he take? What did he take? I drew a picture. What did she draw? I don't know where it went. Oh, maybe that's the picture he picked up in his coat. She's nearby. She has the coat and the fourth thing. Wait, what? Where's he going? Come back. Wait. Kiss me. I just want to say thanks. You really saved me out there. Accidentally falls on top of him. And my hand is on his cock. By my, I mean Phoenix. Wonder if there's anything I can give him to express how I feel? What? A knife? You want a hotel knife? Dude, I'm gonna fuck this up. I don't know. The badge? Really? The whip. Thank you. It's all thanks to you two. You and her. You don't need to thank me. I was only doing my job. Oh. So I whipped him? Did I whip him? Thanks, Operation. Hey, Mystic Maya. Yes? I guess you two can go back to being lovey-dovey, you and Mr. Nick. Anyway. Who's paying for the dinner party? Everyone's gonna say thank you, Nick. Hey, Edgeworth should pay. He's the richest. I'm kinda at the point where I can't even buy instant noodles. Oh, it's not over? Oh, it is. I'm gonna go pee. know I can look at the logs right, Jay. What the fuck are you saying? Why are you spamming? You got snitched on. Did you want to play Left 4 Dead? Right now? Actually, I'll just ask in the DMs. Do you... I have a band-aid. I popped 2 massive pimples that were literally squirting like Yellowstone of white pus all over my face in the mirror. And there's a massive crater, so I put a big band-aid over it. Hey! Yay, 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 yay.
Chill out.
Okay, sorry.
Look.
Yeah. Oh, he left. Dun, 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 dun. Ace Attorney ended. I think I'm gonna play.
Alright. I've assembled this.
Yeah, 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 yeah. I can't. I'm busy right now. I'm waiting for the ending.
Also, no more Left 4 Dead? What?
No, no, no. We are playing. I'm just waiting for the ending for this game. I'm streaming, by the way.
Okay.
Just making sure.
Chat weird eyes me.
What did
Because
There's no reason for it.
if you close your eyes, you can't see their eyes.
Wow. Actual facts. Thank you. You guys want to try the 4-on-4?
Yeah, can we? Do we have more people?
Wait, do you have to play it like in-house?
No, no, you can play with randos. Against random.
Yeah. I want to play against randos.
But yeah, I don't think we have 8.
Why not?
I don't know.
Should we try to get 8?
We could try, yeah.
Okay.
Kind of be funny, I think.
Okay, so there's only us 4. Irene needs to download. If she does,
One
that's
second.
5.
Thanks, Marer. Okay, I'm gonna try to see if I can ask some people.
This is asleep.
EAJ Weird Eyes.
Thanks, Marer and Ian. Dun, 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 dun.
Oh, he's not asleep.
Which is not. Oh,
I asked
okay.
Lakari.
Was, and then someone started.
Damn, did you fall asleep lubing?
What's up?
Daff
Chris,
flushed,
Daff's on
Daff
stream.
flushed.
Yeah, it's true.
Oh,
Wait, Lakari's banned. Is that okay? Yeah.
Okay, so, you want to play Left 4 Dead?
Should be fine. Whatever.
sure.
It's just one day. He's
I
only
need
banned for
more
one
people.
day.
Okay.
Perfect.
He's not replying
One
though.
second.
Where are you going, Franziska? How did you know I was here? With this. That's... I heard you were planting things on a certain person. Things like tracking devices in his coat, for example.
Yeah, Chris.
That's just like you. I only planted it there because he was always wearing it. This filthy drab coat of his. I don't know how it ended up in my luggage, but it's going in the trash, I promise you that. Wait, does she like Gumshoe? Speaking of that, he told me something very interesting. When I ran off the things from the killer's hideout, I was sure I took 4 things in total, sir. It seems he put the last one in his coat pocket. He put it in here. It doesn't matter anymore. The case is already over. What are you going to do now? That's none of your business. She's gonna go find herself. Why did he get banned? Because Lucaria was looking at like almost naked Japanese ladies on his stream for a long period of time. For an extended amount of time. You couldn't possibly understand what it means to be Manfred von Karma's daughter, Franziska. So many expectations from everyone around me. Expectations I must fulfill. I'm expected to win no matter what. And failure, such a thing is not an option for me. My father's a genius, there's no doubt about that. But me, I'm no genius. I've always known that. But I had to be one. I had to. You may not be a genius like your father, but you are a prosecutor. You have been and always will be. No, I'm not. Not anymore. She's gonna go find herself. I even threw my whip away. Speaking of that, Wright gave me this to hold on to. Right, you knew something like this would happen, didn't you? No, chat told me. I'm gonna say this again, we prosecutors do not fight for personal honor or pride. I hope you will think deeply. Oh, bah, 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 bah. And then, finally, my chance to take my revenge on you
Guys,
arrived.
come to the closet. Have converted.
Yeah, okay.
If I could win against that man, then this girl you left behind would have risen higher than you. That was supposed to be my revenge. I'm not going to closet. Yeah, I'm busy. You know, I can't do it. I can't change who I am. Why not? Just like how Adrian Andrews did. But you were dependent on your father by using his tactics, isn't that right? Today you chase after me after I had left you behind all these years, and that's why we're standing here now side by side! But I have no intention of stopping! If you say you are going to quit your walk down the passage's back, then this is where we part ways! Franziska! He's breaking character! Ooh, it's okay, baby. Thanks, Catholic Root. And thanks, Over the Mon. What are you cringing at? Your reflection in the mirror? God, I'm stupid bitch. Until then, this last piece of evidence that never made it to you, I'll take good care of it. This fourth piece. What is it? So I can give it to you when at last we meet again. Wait! Maya drew that. She has a crush on Nick. Not Maya. Fuck, forgot her name already. Franziska. Okay. Exit. Okay, I'm ready.